Joe Greene now in Studio B on WNCW. Live Studio B sessions here on NCW are made possible by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. And if you're watching, you're doing so thanks to a couple of our students here in Isothermal's BPT, that's Broadcast Production Technology Program. On the cameras, Dylan Thompson and Cameron Crisp. Thank you very much, guys. And our engineer, of course, Sean Rubin, as always. I'm proud to welcome singer-songwriter Will Easter to Studio B. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing great. You want to start with a song, maybe?
Sure.
All right. Is this a new? Is this?
Yeah, this is one of the new tunes.
One of the new tunes.
Going to be putting out here soon. It's called Blue Ridge Window Sill. I'm dreaming of the mountains, the clear air and blue skies, longing for friends and family, everything I left behind. Like the sunset on the parkway, her body close to mine, wondering what we could have ever been, and praying to God that I could have more time. I can't stop, you know it's right, I gotta give it to my mountain home tonight. Well, I'll hit that open road, weight is heavy but I carry my own load. I can't stop, you know it's right, I gotta give it to my mountain home tonight. Well, I'll hit that open road, 'cause I know I've got to go. I miss the colors of autumn, the winter's bitter cold, magnolia blooms in the springtime, the summer is great unknown. I see those city lights there in the distance, from the top of the brushy mountain hills, looking down from what feels like heaven, from a Blue Ridge window sill. I can't stop, you know it's right, I gotta give it to my mountain home tonight. Well, I'll hit that open road, weight is heavy but I carry my own load. I can't stop, you know it's right, I gotta give it to my mountain home tonight. I'll hit that open road, 'cause I know I've got to go. Back to that mountain home, it's the place that I belong. Get back to that mountain to that girl with green eyes and long brown hair. I've got to go. I've got to go. I've got to go. I've got to go.
Will Easter here in Studio B on WNCW. A new song. Again, the title, Will?
Blue Ridge Windowsill.
That's what I didn't want to do it wrong, but that's what I thought. That's what I was going to say. But some new music from Will Easter here in Studio B today. Let's start. As folks could hear, you have a full band in here today.
Yeah.
You want to introduce your collaborators?
Yeah, over here on fiddle, we've got, or violin, one of the two.
Either one.
Strings and strings, right? It's the only difference. Mr. Joel Nelson.
All right.
And then over here on bass, Mr. Everett Demena from Black Mountain. And on the drums in the back is Mr. Gabriel Jones. And then we got Nick Lawrence on guitar.
Doing those nice licks on that telly reminded me of Marshall Tucker Band or something, man. Some cool stuff. Thank you. And welcome all you guys, man. Sounding great. Glad to have you here in Studio B. You got a couple of gigs coming up here, right here in the region. And you're from the region. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you're going to be in Boone for tomorrow night for St. Patty's Day.
We are, yeah.
At Boone Saloon, right?
Boone Saloon, yeah.
And then on Saturday, let's see, what did I have? You'll be in Mills River at someone I mentioned just a few moments ago, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company.
That's it.
All right, some cool gigs for this, I guess you'd call it St. Patty's Day weekend. Did we make a weekend out of it?
We are.
We all right. It was a perfect song to start with because I was gonna open with asking about the area that you are from, and I felt ignorant as I was drilling down into your information because I've lived in North Carolina a good number of years of my life, and I was unaware of the Saratown Mountains. Is that how it's pronounced?
That is it. Yes, that is correct. A lot of people say Sourtown Mountains, but it's Saratown Mountains.
Saratown Mountains. You know, and I lived in northern Guilford County as a kid.
Oh, wow. And
I've lived around different places, and I learned something in reading about where you're from. Can you give a little background on that region?
Yeah. I am originally from the Stokes County area, which is, the Saratown Mountain Range is there. We have Hanging Rock State Park and all that. But the area that I really, really grew up in is Pine Hall, just north of Winston-Salem and Greensboro as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they a part of what, the Appalachians, the Blue Ridge, or is it?
It's actually not at all. It's a mountain range within itself. It's actually a mountain range within the county, which is kind of interesting.
That is.
If actually, I have a lot of maybe useless knowledge, who knows? But by going to the visitor center at Hanging Rock State Park, I guess it is pretty useful. But that mountain range was formed by glaciers coming down like a long time ago, and kind of forming that mountain range.
And you grew up there in that beautiful country, and from music in your family a lot, right?
Oh yeah.
Relatives who played and taught you?
Well, kind of self-taught a little bit. Just kind of learned from looking up stuff online. But my dad's family is a part of the Easter family, as in the Easter Brothers, gospel bluegrass band.
You just answered my next question.
Oh,
all right. I wondered about that. A descendant of them, I guess. He's not going to be nearly that old, I'm sure.
No, he's about 60 now.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so you get it honest, and you like writing about. Well, I read that you like to write about what you know, and part of what you know, obviously, is where you come from.
Is the region, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Does that occupy a lot of your writing? Influence you on a lot of songs?
Yeah, definitely. Even one of the newer ones, the opening line is talking about the road that I used to live on. So yeah, I do like to write about the geography around areas, and all that. So
Well, you're bringing us some new music today. Your last album was Carolina Home.
that was actually the first one.
That was the first album.
Yeah. And then the second record is a self-titled record.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that now, and I for some reason I didn't get the chronology on all of that. But, new music today. Does that mean a new record coming?
We have some singles coming out, and then gonna finish the record. But we want to keep people interested, so we're gonna put some singles out.
That's the way it's done nowadays, isn't it?
That is. Yep.
Label, or are you self releasing?
Self-releasing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where are you guys doing the recording?
At Gabe's house.
It's a studio.
It's a studio. Of course. Hey, I mean, lots of us have studios in the house now. It's a little
Oh, yeah.
easier than it used to be, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, cool.